blessings, my financial overflow, and miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings, my financial overflow, and miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction. You gave me character, now give me commas. I think God's next test for...
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
It doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
These are facts.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
It
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Check, 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 check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Gaming Daily Live. My name is Icy Gaming, and today we are gaming with the Gaming Daily News. We got a bunch of crazy news stories that we're going to talk about. Forgive me, though. I am a little bit under the weather. I am hopped up right now on Zyrtec and ibuprofen. I even got like an icy hot thing on my back because I hurt my back yesterday at the gym. Not even doing anything, like literally just running on the treadmill, and and now my back hurts. So yeah, GG's. I am officially an unk. We are unk status over here, but thank you and welcome back to Gaming Daily Live, presented by today's sponsor, Yield Guild Games, YGG, the official publisher of Gaming Daily, the official guild of Gaming Daily. YGG is the best in the business, and so grateful to be working with them and all of our sponsors like B3, Sequence, AI Rev, Soulforge Fusion, and the incredible people that make this show possible. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk, let's let's talk about the sponsor real quick. Moving over there. Cairo, shout out to Cairo, best gamer in the business, wrote a really great article on where is YGG in 2026, talking about their degen platform. Really great article. Giga Chad Bat, which has their play to airdrop happening right now, their upcoming waifu sweeper game, which is super fun. Really great take on the classic Minesweeper, turning it into a like an RPG. Really interesting. Talking about the YGG Play Summit, which we were all in attendance for. Really great article by Sir Cairo. And yeah, we'll talk more about them a little bit later. But for now, let's take a look at the Gaming Daily News and website. The ultimate gaming dashboard, brought to you by Gaming Daily, where you can track your events, discover alpha, compete for rewards. It is your all-in-one gaming dashboard with the best news terminal in the business. I just want to zoom in here and share some of the news that we did not make the show, but that we are featuring on Gaming Daily. And if you've been tuning into the show for a little while, you might notice we added a new news filter. So if you're looking for specific ecosystem news, you can tune in right there. If you're an AVAX maxi or an immutable maxi or a Ronin maxi, you can get all of your custom tailored filtered news for the day, which is super cool. Shout out to Vix Bob in the chats, brother. Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. Let's catch up soon, man. I know that you're cooking on the clips, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, we want to continue to build out that strategy. But yeah, guys, bunch of gaming news. Good morning, sunshine. Happy to see you. Fable is launching this fall 2026. I think this is a traditional Web 2 game. Beast of Reincarnation gets first look from the team behind Pokemon. Ooh, that's exciting. Parallel TCG Prime League happening. Roots of Ember Vault. Fantasy Top Season 8 is ongoing. Apex. Here's a story that we are going to look at. Apex from Project O says that 2026 is do or die for the project. Very interesting. McLight in the building. Good to see you, brother. Berna reviews the Treeverse. Ooh, this is probably one that we should look at. Basically, he gave it a score of 7 out of 10 overall. Big shout out to Berna. The Doug Hype Show premiered today. Otherside Community Feels Pack sale went live on Amazon. Remix shipped some major updates. Axie Infinity's token rally questioned as the staked supply drops sharply. Is there funny business going on with the Axie Infinity token? We might take a quick look at that. I don't want to spend too much time on rumors. Mega ETH initiated their global stress test. Let's see. We got the annual revenue stats of the top 5 crypto gaming projects. Asterisk on that. We're gonna have to investigate that one just a little bit. Because I saw some comments where other people were like, hey, we made money too. So we're going to take a look at that. Wrecked Games debuts Spludge Wars. We're definitely looking at that. Annie Chess Season 6 is live now. Axie Infinity Classic is live with their Season 13 with 36,000 AXS in the prize pool. We got a developer update from Immortal Rising 2. Actually, I'm curious. I'm going to look at this real quick to see, is it a good update or like a bad update? Just seems like it's an update that they're doing stuff. Okay, cool. They're here for the long term. You love to see that. Saga. Ooh, one of the ones that I actually didn't look at but wanted to. Saga got exploited for like $7 million or something. So they had to pause their EVM chain following smart contract exploit. The Layer 1 protocol Saga paused its Saga EVM chain after a security exploit drained nearly $7 million. The project said that the attacker subsequently bridged the stolen funds out of Saga EVM and converted them to Ether. Crazy. Layer 1 Saga, in a blog post, I guess I don't see anything interesting otherwise. We're working with partners on remediation and will publish a post-mortem once findings are fully validated. I wonder if Rebecca, the Twitter search is so bad. Becca Lau. I wonder if she commented on anything. She is reposting Saga stuff. Yikes. Painful. Shout out to Saga. I remember when they launched, they airdropped the Wolves SBTs, a bunch of tokens. Not exactly a popular L2. Not many got hurt. For sure, not many got hurt, but I mean, I imagine 7 million in their protocol was a lot of money. Because like you said, it wasn't that big. So I'm sure that this is not great for them, which is always sad to see. I really like Rebecca. She's really nice. So tough day for Saga protocol. Let's see. Let's go back to the website there. which I would not have known about. I would not have known about if it were not on Gaming Daily. So big shout out to the team and the system that we've built. Very, very cool there. And that's why I get a bunch of value from just checking out the Gaming Daily news terminal on a daily basis. Calendar is looking great. Tons of great events on there. We've also added featured calendars, so you can filter by Ronin, Immutable, Arbitrum, AVAX, Solana, and Base. Once again, if you are a chain maxi, if you have an affinity to Ronin or one of the other chains and only care about the events in that ecosystem, we got you. We got you. Of course, the official featured events, all the places where you can make some money and playing games. That's what we're here for. Play games, get money, and having some fun, Llama in the chat, Bootops in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you guys for stopping by. And of course, we have 3 raffles remaining. I think we picked some winners. Was it yesterday? I guess it was yesterday. We got over 100 entries into the raffles, which you love to see. You love to see. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our first story. I guess we've kind of been bouncing around a little bit. Excuse me. I'm still a little sick, under the weather. My voice is going to be a bit tricky today, and I don't have any water, which is, we're down bad. We're down bad. But our first story that we got to talk about, Mr. Beast is launching a clipping platform, Viro, probably Viro for like viral, where viewers can earn money by posting about Beast games. He's already given away $100,000 to Clippers. McLight, Vix Bob, go get that Mr. Beast money. Very cool, very cool. Congrats to Mr. Beast. You love to see it. And clipping, man, I mean, some people think the clipping meta is like gonna go away or trend to zero. I don't know, man. I think clipping is here to stay, man. I think it's here to stay. Like, there's more content than ever, and people are just looking for distribution. And clips, I mean, clips have been working for years and years and years. People love clips. I mean, entire clips channels exist. You know, Joe Rogan clips. You know, it's just kind of like reached a new all-time high. But I think it just continues to go higher and higher, man. It's tough to see clipping going away. So that's pretty cool. Next up, I saw Eliza post this. I tried to look into more references. I couldn't find that many, to be honest. But apparently Khaby Lame sold his main operating company for over $900 million, nearly $1 billion. And the acquirers now hold exclusive commercial rights to operate his business, brand, and platforms for the next 3 years. This includes e-commerce, TikTok shop, brand deals, and an AI digital twin. She says the creator economy wins again. Absolutely crazy. So Step Distinctive Limited, an e-commerce business that he owns 49% of, was acquired by Hong Kong-based Rich Sparkle Holdings in an all-stock deal valued at $900 million. So all stocks, we used to sell that stock. They now hold exclusive commercial rights to operate the business for 3 years. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Creator economy. You love to see it. Moving on. We're kind of going to, continue to like move through the news. Simple show today. Again, I am feeling very under the weather, but we push through. We're not going to not do the show, man. Not going to not do the show, especially on a day where Caroline Ellison gets released from jail after serving 440 days of her 2-year sentence. She pled guilty to fraud and conspiracy charges in 2022 following the FTX collapse, and she testified against Sam Bankman-Fried and the fraud that happened at FTX. I think she this was big, man. I remember this like it was yesterday. Dude, the FTX, I mean, it feels like a lifetime ago now, but A scam season is back? Nah, I don't think so. Scam season never left. I think scam season just went into hyperdrive. I mean, we are in the scam cycle, brother. She has a 10-year ban on leading any public company or crypto exchange. I mean, yeah, who would hire her? This is crazy because, like, I remember when the FTX collapse happened. I remember it vividly. What a time to be alive. We witnessed history. It was crazy. I wasn't really on crypto Twitter like that, like not publicly. I had an alt account, but I wasn't like in the mix. What a different time, man. I mean, I remember when it happened, dude. She went to New York like that. Like she was like cooperating with, the FBI like that, dude. It was bad. It was bad. Pretty lenient. Yeah, I think so. But I mean, the big goal was to get Sam Bankman freed, and I think that she was very cooperative and instrumental in giving testimony. And I mean, yeah. And it's not like she was like the evil mastermind behind the thing, right? I think that she was just there and complicit. But, it was Sam Bankman-Fried that was lying to investors and doing everything. A lot of them were just like taking orders. The funny thing about it is that Sam Trabucco, who was the former like CEO of FTX or head of Alameda, whatever it was, like she took over his job because he left the company like 4 or 5 months before they crashed, and he never did any jail time whatsoever. I think Star Platinum just wrote a thread on what happened, and I do believe that he had to give back basically like $80 million in like assets and stuff like that, but he did no jail time, and I do wonder if he was able to keep, some of the money. I'm sure he had like, crypto millions stashed away. So that's the crazier story, that like Sam Trabucco was never held accountable because he was really, the head of it. She just kind of like stepped in as a placeholder. It is fun to say that we survived that crash. It is fun to say that, but we also like deserve like a bull market. We deserve to win. We didn't survive that crash just to like get rugged by this scam cycle, man. I don't know, man. Twitter account in a dream. Anyways, that's your news. Caroline Ellison is out of jail, and we're moving on. There's been a lot of fallout from the Farcaster sale. I didn't cover it either yesterday or today. It wasn't that interesting to me. But seeing crypto Twitter, like, I don't know, obsess over it today is pretty interesting. So this article kind of went viral: how to steal $150 million and get away with it. Meet Dan Romero, the co-founder of Farcaster, claiming allegedly the article says he scammed investors out of $150 million, reportedly cashed out upwards of $40 million, bought multiple luxury mansions, and then sold the company for effectively zero. Pretty salacious article. The article goes hard, and it's very like well written. But there's a lot of pushback. Hasib Qureshi, managing partner at Dragonfly and runs the podcast Shopping Block, who I really like. I really like Hasib. Very good thinker. Kind of comes to defend this post, saying like, Dan was successful, knew successful people, started a company when it was hot, raised money. It didn't work. He bought a nice house, and somehow, therefore, he stole $150 million. Like, that's not, not the case. A lot of people defending that article. There's a really good post from Fubar, basically claiming that it's one of the more respectable wind downs that we've seen in crypto. He says they ran a team with a healthy burn throughout. They took a contrarian bet on a huge market gap, built real decentralized tech. They didn't launch a useless token, shill vaporware products, run copy pasta forks. And he says any of the alternatives would have been drastically worse for users and the community. So that's the thing. Like, people are saying, like, who's complaining about this? Like, the VCs who invested, sure, they lost money, but like, who's complaining about VCs losing money? You know, they knew what they were getting into. I think Hasib even say, like, none of the VCs are complaining. Even Kobe weighed in on this. Kobe went back and forth with people basically defending, like, it's not a scam, it's not a rug, like, this is not what we're doing here. I read the article, to be honest, and it does not sound good. It does make him sound like a, you know, like an extractor. But that's just one article, right? And then seeing the defense of everybody, you know, I'm inclined to agree with them. It's like, okay, you know, I don't think it's a scam. I don't think it's a rug. But I also, and maybe it is like a reasonable wind down. But it also just, like, it sucks no matter what. Gabriel Haynes does comment, like, what about the degen token? And that is kind of true. I did not partake. Like, I didn't know anything about the degen token. I remember, like, when it kind of popped off a little bit, but I wasn't really in Farcaster. I actually used the app. I downloaded it. Shout out to Charlie Blackstock. He was building on Farcaster at the time. He was trying to build games, and that was the original vision of Farcade, which is now Remix, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on in the show because they had some really cool updates. Yeah, that is your Farcaster update. You know, I think it's like neither here nor there, to be honest. Ice and Dark in the building. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Moving on. Let's talk about crypto Twitter reacting to Thread Guy's stream yesterday on Roblox. A bunch of clips came out of this. Shout out to Jack. This clip got 1.7 million views. Absolutely insane. We talked about the Thread Guy stream yesterday on this show because we're built like that. We're early. We track this stuff. You know, that's the value prop of Gaming Daily. But let's watch this clip real quick.
The top 10 creators are making $38.5 million a year. The top 10 creators, and now look, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of creators. The top 10 are making 38 million a year. But the top 10 creators on Roblox are making NBA money. The top 10 creators on Roblox are making Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Josh Allen's, Mookie Betts type of money. The top 10 creators are making
crazy. So that blew up, and a lot of people were reacting to not only those clips, but just Thread Guy and weighing in on Roblox. We have this one from Jonah Blake. Jonah Blake knows a thing or two about Roblox and about the gaming industry. He says most games on Steam make so little money that they lose money in the listing fee alone. He says Roblox has something like 5 million developer kids. Their culture is so nuanced that most people in crypto will never get it. He says most of the devs that came here to build games got bullied out of it, and they went back to Web 2 game dev and never want to launch tokens again. Jonah, I love you, but I think you were one of the ones that was doing some of the bullying. Yeah, like I don't, you know, listen, I don't, that take is interesting. I don't know if I agree with that take. He says we tried Web3 gaming, call it AI vibe code, coin gaming, blah, blah. The work it takes to make a game is something that most trenchers are not ready for. This is including building on Roblox. I think like this is kind of coming from the take. I think Thread Guy essentially had a take that, like, you know, we should be doing this in crypto. You know, like if Roblox can make this kind of money, you know, crypto can make this kind of money. Eliza chimed in and shed more light on Roblox, and I appreciated her post. She said Roblox is very predatory, 30% of transaction fees on the platform. Monetization is only paid in Robux, which fluctuates in price and needs a minimum of $1,000 to withdraw, which is a very high ceiling for most creators. She says it's impossible for creators to export their work. The system relies on child developers, selling them dreams of making millions of money whilst only the top 1% does. And she says creators only take home 28% of the total revenue after all costs, including app store fees, which sounds to me like there's a lot of room for improvement. And that's where like crypto can, come into play. But also like, again, this is all nuanced and like context, right? Because Roblox has been around for a very long time and they've proven and shown themselves. And we talked about this yesterday as well. Like, if anything, it just kind of validates the thesis that this stuff is possible. And the people that are building like the Otherside and, what Crypto Garga was talking about, Garga from Bored Ape Yacht Club, like that is the vision. And I do think it will happen. A lot of this comes from this documentary that Eliza also shares, investing how Roblox is exploiting young game developers. This is on YouTube, so it's free to watch. Wob had a really, really good response to Eliza. And I think Wob has built some games on Roblox. So he knows what he's talking about here. I'm not going to go through all of it, but he kind of refutes some of the claims that Eliza makes, or just adds like further context to them, which I think is really great, and definitely a really good read. He says the biggest problem with Roblox is a hyper gamblification. The most profitable games are ones that overstimulate kids with literal slot machines, colorful pop-ups, and extreme dopamine starvation, and refueling loops that are predatory, and the recommendation algorithm pushes the most profitable games the most. Obviously, the Grow a Garden game is like massive. We also covered, Steal a Brain Rot map on Fortnite, talking about this the other day. So I don't know, man. Gaming is, the biggest entertainment platform there is. So I think like all roads lead to crypto gaming, and like this is bullish and good for crypto gaming. I also tweeted this out. Let me go to this actually real quick. I said that all of crypto Twitter wants gaming to win, as we saw people talk about, everyone kind of like chiming in. Thread Guy talking about it, Bobby Yong from CoinGecko, which we're going to talk about, Min Dynasty and Binance Research. I also funnily kind of reshared this this like copy pasta quote tweet from Laura Shin. If you guys don't know Laura Shin, she's one of the best crypto journalists that we have. She works with Unchained. I basically said, I see a lot of takes about how crypto gaming is dead. She was talking about decentralized social and Farcaster. Literally just copy pasted like what she said, but changed it to make it fit crypto gaming. I basically said, with the news about all the game shutdowns, etc., I say I don't agree. I just think that the wave was too early, like way early. I think we might need to see something. I think we might need. Guys, I'm sick. Okay. I think we might see something succeed in this realm in 5 to 10 years. But first, we need to get game developers onboarded to stables and smart contracts, etc. I could see crypto gaming taking off then, simply because it actually does address real problems with digital ownership today. And it makes sense at some point that gamers and developers will figure out that they could make a lot more money under such a system. That time isn't now, but I do think that day will come. Again, repost copy pasta of what Laura Shin posted. But I stand by that, man. Crypto gaming is inevitable in that sense. So yeah, I think it's cool. I always think it's like interesting when crypto Twitter comments on gaming, because it really is inevitable. if I just go back to my post, actually, little spoiler for the CoinGecko news, but we're going to talk about that in a minute anyways. You know, Thread guy basically said, you know, let's see. And we covered this. We talked about this yesterday. But Thread guy says gaming is the best chance at on-chain mania again. Bobby Ong says that he, you know, credits Axie Infinity for driving CoinGecko's success. We'll talk about that. Min Dynasty said that the future is adding a blockchain layer to the best games like RuneScape. Completely agree. It's one of the best ways in the future. Binance obviously talking about Fableborn. And I said, everyone wants gaming to succeed because it is the best consumer application for crypto. And despite public sentiment, like the sector is alive and well. It's not a question of if, only a matter of when. Moving on. Let's see. Big day for Mega ETH. Mega ETH, the real-time blockchain where crypto applications leverage extreme performance to reach their full potential. They ran their global stress test with real-time apps giving ultra low fees with 18 to 35,000 real transactions per second. Very, very cool. The reason I'm talking about it is because they do have some games testing the platform, like Crossy Fluffle, where every move is a transaction on chain. Munch here says that it was incredibly smooth, and he says, welcome to the real-time blockchain. Very cool. You can zoom in and see like each of these is a transaction. So you can see how fast those transactions are processing and settling, which is really cool. I know that there's a few chains that are trying to do this as well. And it's always cool to see gaming be used as like a stress test, an example of like how the blockchain can work. I did see a tweet from Travis. Shout out to Travis. Hold on, let me pull him up real quick. I wasn't sure if he was trolling or not, but apparently he tried it and like I don't know, it failed or something. I think he just got hit. I think he's just joking. You just got hit, or maybe it bugged out. Oh, is that what happened? Hold on. Oh, waiting for the transaction to finish. Okay, yeah. So I think it bugged out and he got hit by a car. It's like he couldn't play the game, you know, well, because the transaction didn't process enough and he died. So, you know, take that for what you will. Yeah, like imagine dying in a video game because a transaction didn't process in time. You know, talk about latency and ping. Like, you know, I asked him, I was like, is this serious? And he's like, yeah, maybe something bugged out on his end, but hope the mega fast transactions they're promising actually work. So yeah, we don't like to just report on headlines here. We do like to do our research and our due diligence and bring you the best, cutting edge, most accurate crypto gaming news. Big shout out to Ghost Cat in the chat. Simply put, they've grown too big. I can hear all the meme coin devs salivating over this mega ETH. What a way to die. GG's. That is your mega ETH news. In other news, the Otherside went live today with their US Amazon store selling the community feels. Yeah, feels are now live on their Amazon store, featuring, you know, heavy metal, G's on Ape, chimpers. Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm just curious. I want to open this up, see what it looks like. We got the Amazon page here. It's just so cool to see like crypto and NFTs on Amazon. So I guess you can buy these packs. So pack of feels. You've got the Nexus starter pack. You've got the heavy metal pack for 20 bucks. Emojis. Oh, is that what that is? Emojis? That's funny. And chimpers. And it's a pack of feels. Let's take a look at the heavy metal ones real quick. So these are animated reactions that hit just right. So they're like GIFs. They're like sticker GIFs or animated reactions. So is that like are these just emotes in the game? It says they're available for immediate use in the Otherside. Go to otherside.xyz to experience Otherside today. So if they're just animated reactions, are they just emotes in the game? They're selling emotes? Is that what it is? Redeem your digital code to unlock 10 unique... Yeah, they're just emotes in the game. What the heck? Hold on, I'm trying to like zoom in here. $20 is, dude, this is like what I'm trying to process right now. $20 is hella expensive for emotes. I thought these were like sticker packs or gifts. I didn't know what they were. And they've like done, holy, no wonder they were like not saying what it was, because they're selling emotes. It's for like $2. You get 10 for 20 bucks. Oh my God. Why is this like not? Sorry. I'm trying to like get this shown properly. $2 an emote. I want to support. I want to, like, I want to be positive, but that's insane. That's just insane. That's a little insane. Okay. That's your news there, guys. Yeah. Moving on. Birthday Boy. Shout out to Birthday Boy. Seem average compared to Fortnite. Is it? They're not Fortnite though either, you know? I mean, I can see that. I can see that on at this point in Fortnite, because they probably have that much demand. They probably have that much like lore and historical like provenance and nostalgia. I don't mind spending 20 bucks for a pack, but give me 20 emotes. Give me or make it $10. It should be like $1 emote. You're a brand new game. I don't, that just seems like a lot. Birthday Boy says the revenue generated by the top 5 gaming projects in the past year. He says if he misses any project, please write it down. And I do think that he missed a few. There were a bunch of comments down below, but Gigaverse top in the chart with $4.4 million. Cambria coming in second with $2.56 million. On-Chain Heroes, $2 million. Was that revenue or was that just like in-game spend? We gotta, or no, I was talking about that for Cambria. No, I think, okay, he comes with receipts, so use 50% because most funds go to players as prizes, but it is revenue after all. So yeah, that's where I'm a little confused on the Cambria one. On-Chain Heroes, $2 million for their hero mint and their Genesis ring mint. Just mint revenue. Kamigachi World, $1.5 million, which was a one-time mint and ongoing fees. He says Loot Survivor with $1.2 million. They said he generated 400,000 generated over 4 months, annualized to 1. Okay, so I don't think we can annualize that. And we had a bunch of comments. Lowland was in the comments saying like, fam, we did like $7 million. Yeah, here it is. Gabby said $7.5 million. Asking for the Dune dashboard. I don't know if they did that like, I don't know. Moving on. Let's see. I know some other games had commented as well. Football.fun. Football.fun did $10 million in revenue. They are one that's like, is that really a crypto game? And it's like, yes and no. Maple Story also chimed in saying that they did around $6 million in revenue, or at least Arthur from eConstellation. I don't know. Okay, so he's not like from MapleStory, but either which way, you love to see it. You love to see people talking about it. I think that is nothing but good stuff overall. Moving on, man. Moving on. Our next story, Apex. Apex. We love Apex. Apex is one of the homies. He's one of the G's. Certified gangster in crypto gaming. Also runs socials and community for Project O. Core team member for Project O. Says it's do or die in 2026 for Project O. One, to not hold punches. One, to tell it how it is. One, to call people and projects out, to call out the bullshit. Apex, massive respect and nothing but love to Apex. And I really like him saying it like that. It's like, yo, it is do or die for us. Like, we're going to launch globally. We hope to deliver on our vision of a competitive TCG with a unique collector experience that hasn't been tried before by any other digital TCG. They're releasing their first packs. They're unveiling the official name. That is right. Project O is actually not the name, but the O does tie into the name. And making GDC feel special again. They're going to start hosting playtests and tournaments again soon. So if you want to try and game and get involved, see you there. And we even have the full vision. Oh, I didn't even realize this.
It was an incredible year for the Coin Game Studio.
Shout out to
2026 is the moment we've all been waiting for. Here's a quick update on everything we've been working on over the last 4 years.
We got to watch this,
2026 is the year we finally launch. We've been working on this game for, really, if you date back to the original time, it's almost 4 years since the very first meetings with the co-founders dreaming up this competitive strategic game with a collector ecosystem.
I love Tim.
And,
Tim
it's been a lot of work, a lot of pivots, a lot of changes
on the
along the way.
Team is a certified
but we are
gangster.
finally excited in 2026 to show the world what we've been building.
I had like a 2-hour call with Tim where he walked me through their deck and their vision for Project O and the game. And they're thinking about things the right way. They're doing things the right way. They're building something special, and that's been seen. Kevin Lambert, one of the most respected people in gaming and crypto gaming, is on the team. And just so you guys know, like, they were building their original version of the game for a year and a half and realized that the game that they were building was not fun, and had this like pivotal moment where they're like, well, what do we do? Do we keep building this game that we don't believe in, that isn't fun? Or do we start over? And how do you start over after a year and a half? But they were like, there's no point in doing this if it's not good. And they actually started over and rebuilt Project O from the ground up and got to a point where they're like, holy shit, this is fun. Like, we love this game. This game is incredible. Like, we're really enjoying this game. And that was seen on full display at GDC Wolves Den 2025, almost a year ago, where the people that were playing the game were like, this is great. Like, I played it. I like it. I like where they're going. I need to play it more. I need to play it more to like understand. The thing that I like about SoulForge Fusion, very easy. Once you understand, like, very easy to learn. Incredibly easy to learn. Project O is doing something different where they have like three lanes, and you have to like win 2 out of the 3 lanes. So the strategy is a little bit different, and I'm like not a good enough TCG player to really, like, I couldn't learn it at Wolves Den. I need to like sit down and like actually learn it. And then I think, like, I'll have a better experience. But they're essentially going after Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap, like, very similar kind of game design, and that's what they're trying to do.
get the game into the hands of the players globally by
Game
late
looks
summer
great, though.
2026.
Looks great.
Obviously, game design is a business with a ton of moving parts, but all things going as planned, we will be launching around August of 2026.
He said it. He put it out there.
So yeah, there's a ton of stuff I'm excited about in 2026. I think the ones that come to mind would first be GDC, hanging out with the guys at the...
First of all, this is like all my footage. I filmed all of this, which, like, you know, I don't really get enough credit for. if I can be honest. But I love it. I love seeing like, I love just being a part of it and doing this work. And like, I feel so much pride and joy whenever I see my clips, things that I filmed.
Wolves
like,
Den,
in the world.
The Pro Council, the tournament.
Like, that's me.
It was
That's me.
one
I
of the
did that. I did
highlights
that.
of 2025 for me, and I'm really
my
excited
hand
to run
movement.
that back in 2026 So if you're going to be there, make sure you come hang out with us.
GDC
The second one would
Wolves Den
be,
was incredible.
I think the first edition, like collectible pack release. At some point, like every other collectible TCG, Pokemon, Magic, One Piece, we're going to do our first edition release, which will be different from the regular general release that's in the game itself for the collectible cards. And as a collector myself, I'm really hyped to be a part of that. So that's a tough question to answer. Favorite feature, I have my personal favorite part of the ecosystem that I'm most excited about, which is the collector side. I'm a collector at heart. I love collecting, and I love competing as well. But I think that what we're doing with limited print runs all the way to card grading is just super unique, and it's never been done in a digital game. And I would say that is by far
one of the things that they're doing with this, and people like it is out there. It's not fully out there, but it is very interesting how they are going about the collectible piece of it. And they have this concept called blueprints, and blueprints are like a higher tier collectible where there's like 100 of the cards, and it's going to tie into a lot of the collectible aspect of it. And like, they're going to have stuff with like tournaments and stuff. It's been a while, and also I'm sick, so forgive me. I probably shouldn't have like tried to open up explaining this. I think Apex wrote an article. I think there's a few posts out there trying to explain like how blueprints are going to work. But it is a fantastic idea and concept. And if the game works, I think it's a really great way to approach a player-owned economy and like actually integrate crypto rails in terms of ownership and NFTs into a game that doesn't break the gameplay, but does have like, either upside or additional value. And that is like their blueprint concept. So I share it here with you guys to like, just alert you to keep an eye out for that. And that is like what you're going to want to look for if you're going to speculate on any of the financial side of the game.
It's never been done in a digital game, and I would say that is by far the thing I'm most excited about. My top personal goal for this year is for Project O to establish itself as the next amazing competitive digital TCG.
I love that.
Though I'm super excited about what we're doing on the collector side, and I would say the goal right after that is to establish ourselves as the next new collectible ecosystem for both physical and digital fans. Before you can do that, we have to establish that the game is amazing and is going to be around and loved by players for decades. And so I want to establish that day one and show the world that we have a game that is worth investing years of your time into and that people are going to love.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Let's freaking go, man. I wish I saw this sooner.
2025
although I also am like really happy to watch it and react to it in real time. That's the shit that I love, man. This is like the shit that this is why I'm in crypto gaming, man. for builders and games and teams like that. Like, I believe in Project O. I believe in Tim. I believe in Kevin. I believe in Apex. I believe in Thayer. Like, dude, their team is freaking stacked. And like, they've been taking their time to do it right. They've really taken their time to do it right. And it's so fun. It's so cool to be a part of that journey. Because, dude, I was a fan of Kevin Lambert before Project O was like ever even a thing. I mean, he was working on it in the background. I had some friends that invested, but I didn't even know that until much, much later. So we've seen literally Project O, like, you know, from like the big reveal to now. And it's the coolest thing, man, being a part of this stuff. All right, next up, moving on. You know what's not cool? You guys know what's not cool? Brothers, I have no idea what's going on with Kuro. I don't. I've tried. I was excited about Kuro Wilds. We did a ton of I covered Kuro Beasts a ton on Gaming Daily last year. I didn't even know that they were a part of the Believe app. Now they're not on Believe app. I don't know what's going on. There was a big update here. The only reason I'm commenting, I saw it yesterday. I didn't care to talk about it. The only reason I'm talking about it today is because I saw other people like still talking about it. And I was like, I didn't think it was like that big of a deal. Maybe this post from Sage. We now have full ownership over the Kuro token. We will focus on adding value to the token. We'll focus on developing the game. Wilds won't have Web3 elements, at least for now. Focus on making a good game. Value accrual should flow back to the token. That's right. That's what it was. So they launched their token in December, but they launched it on the Believe app. And it also like went really bad. Like it didn't go well. I think it got sniped. There was like no airdrop, or like the airdrop was bad. And like, yeah, they just came out like and had to address like a ton of controversy over their token launch. So I guess that this is good that they are now off of that terrible app and Launchpad. I don't know why they even went there to begin with. But like, I've just kind of lost faith. I don't know what they're doing. And I don't really care to continue to follow. If they do something cool and interesting, then that will change my mind. But I don't know, man. You know, a lot of people are not fans of the ecosystem. Inhuman only has negative things to say about like most people in projects at this point. But sometimes it's hard to like, I don't know, you know, it's like, have they been grifting for 4 years? Inhuman thinks so. I don't know. We'll move on. We will move on. First landing for Cambria is coming today. Is it live today? The islands. Oh, they're islands mint, right? Wasn't this like a mint or something? No update since. Hosting a drop party for Cambria's island released. 11 a.m. EST, dropping rare cosmetics. So where's it at now? First landing, 24/7 game loop. Fish, mine, cook, and melt on your own islet. Convert goods into Mando's favor weekly. Earn trinkets. Token supply, NFTs. Final season before the token launch. Cambria token coming soon. Own your piece of the archipelagos for 1 million arena tokens. Choose an island NFT. Whole bunch of good stuff there. Shout out to Tonin for the breakdown. That's fantastic. We even have a strategy guide from Cairo. Damn, dude, I missed all of this. I didn't see any of this. I'm glad I'm seeing it now. Very cool. Very cool. Congrats to Cambria. Big moves. We're excited to see it. Llama saying they already I think this is in regards to Kuro. They already fundraised NFTs long ago, so newer fundraising will just raise more eyebrows and funds. We scale projects quickly. DM me. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Axie Infinity Classics, Axie Classics competitive season number 13 is live with 36,000 AXS tokens up for grabs. I have to imagine that is the bonded AXS, or was that only for Axie Origins? So they actually still have the AXS tokens going live for this. Okay. There's a free battle pass. Very cool. Oh, what was that? Oh, 36,000 AXS. Time to dust off the Axies. You love to see it. You love to see it. January 22nd until February 12th. So you've got like 3 weeks to compete. And now that the token is up like a bunch, you know, that's worth a lot more. However, little FUD, Tengri the Truth, common, regular Axie Infinity fudder, and critic, made a post talking about why the price rise in AXS was so unnatural, and talks about Sky Mavis unstaking a large portion, sending them to exchanges, and maybe those exchanges, allegedly, I don't know, who knows, but using them as collateral and applying leverage to liquidate short sellers, making a bunch of money in the process. He says, in reality, there's no fundamental reason for AXS to perform well right now. I don't know anything about any of this. Beyond my pay grade. My job is to find the information and share it with you guys so that you guys have both sides and as much information to make informed decisions as possible. I am a fan of Ronin. We support Ronin. We support Axie. But I also believe in intellectual honesty. And my job as a news broadcaster, if I can be so liberal and call myself a news broadcaster, I take a responsibility and try to always share as much as I can. And so we saw this, and so yep, putting it out there for anyone who may deem it relevant. Someone who speaks highly of Axie Infinity, we got Bobby Ong, the co-founder and CEO of CoinGecko, saying that he feels thankful and grateful to Axie Infinity and Jiho for always sharing about CoinGecko for years. He says it's the main reason CoinGecko is most popular in countries with strong Axie Infinity penetration. They are the crypto gaming pioneers and continue innovating. And he says, that said, their social team always monitors for trending tokens in gaming and other categories to share. This comes after criticism of this guy saying like, hey, just be honest. Are you paid to post about this? CoinGecko obviously sharing, you know, the post that AXS was surging up 200%. I think it's up even a little bit more. So that is the context and the relationship between CoinGecko and Axie Infinity, which is just cool. Like really cool to see. I that was awesome, man. That was really cool. Moving on in the Ronin ecosystem, Pixels gave a major update to the farm. Animal Care just got a massive upgrade. These are your companion pets. The animals, new and improved with cute art, new feed and gather game loop. They can hatch and raise babies. You got new industries and a whole new VIP benefit. Big shout out to Pixels. Congratulations. There is a whole post if you guys want to, you know, do a deep dive there. A bunch of more information. Keeping it going. We got to talk about Remix. Remix. 3 massive Remix updates just launched today. The Remix app is live on the Android App Store. That is massive. They previously were live on iOS. For them to go now on Android is crazy. Congratulations to them, because obviously Androids, you know, have a insanely massive user base. So to be on all mobile phones is great. The Remix Studio Game Maker is now available in-app on mobile. So you can make games on your mobile phone. Insane. Absolutely insane. And they got new game discovery pages and categorization. So the app is just getting better. And video previews for games so you know what you're clicking on. Ooh, we love that. That is like Netflix or YouTube. Like you get to see a little bit before, before clicking in. So a little preview of what the app looks like. Oh, that's so good. And then I don't know what the screenshot is. I guess it's like how you can like build the game studio maker in mobile. Freaking awesome, man. Congrats to Remix. We love you guys. Obviously, Sam Stefanina, CMO, good friend. Charlie Blackstock, good friend. I am biased. I love Remix. We support the homies, but also like they don't need my support, man. They're crushing. Their goal is to be the TikTok of gaming, where you can just like scroll your feed and play different games. I think that's really cool. Oh my gosh, my ring just put a dent into my desk. Wrecked Games went live today with Splooge Wars. All of their ambassadors have been posting about it. Nah, I'm kidding. Shout out to the homies, man. Get your money. After weeks of testing, feedback, and chaos behind the scenes, the game is ready for you. Head to the website, download the launcher, and jump into your first match. So apparently Wrecked Games is like building a launcher. So they're going to have more games on their launchpad. Dude, Web3 game launchers don't work. Like, you're just not going to be Steam. You're not going to be Epic Games. We've seen these launchers. We saw Hyperplay. We saw Elixir. We saw Game Starter. I'm pretty bearish on the Web3 game launcher concept. Put the game on Epic, man. I'll play the game when it's on Epic. I don't want to download your launcher. Don't make me do new stuff, man. Put the game on Epic and then I'll try it. But congratulations to them. Game looks cool. Do we get some gameplay from Pachara? Let's take a quick look.
Oh,
Pachara, one of my favorite creators of all time. She is your content creator's favorite content creator. And as a content creator, she's one of my favorites.
Hey guys, it's Pachara
She
here.
is a
It's been while
vibe,
since
and
this is my. I keep seeing
just
new
wanna see
places,
the game.
which is quite nice. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
game looks cool. Game looks smooth. Simple shooter. I like that animation.
Oh my lord!
We like the ragdoll
5
effects.
HP to my name. You guys got.
My problem is that,
I
like,
need to find
you
some
know,
help. I need to chillax.
I don't know enough about game development to know like what is a Lyra template or not, but it just looks like all the Lyra template games. You know, like this looks like what's the game? Bloodborne? Born Blood? Blood? What's that game? I don't even know anymore. Fortnite? Yeah, kind of Fortnite vibes. What was the game? Dude, I'm sick, so I can't think of anything. There was that game that looked like Fortnite. Wow, I can't. I'm just gonna move on, guys. Shout out to Rec Games. I mean, they were at YGG Play Summit. I think they're doing their thing. It's good to see people continuing to do their thing. I want to see more gameplay. I want to see if they can gain real traction. Some of their trailers were cool, but I just want to see I want to see the game be good and people care about it. Shooters is such a hard genre. Like, I don't know how they are going to win in that category because you really have to do something special and unique. My concern with this is we've seen this time and time again where it's like, okay, the game's here And then like a month later, they're like, all right, now the token's here. And it's like, if they launch a token in a month, I'm just going to be super bearish. Like, you know, it's like your game's been out for a month. You probably haven't been like growing it. And now you're here to launch a token. I would not want to see that. I want to see them like grow the game into being awesome. Don Charo in the chat. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shooters are always going to be compared to Arc Raiders. I mean, it's not even Arc Raiders at this point. It's like Call of Duty, like Counter-Strike. Like Arc Raiders is an extraction game, right? You're just going up against like the best shooters of all time. Valorant. Like, why would I play that when I can play Valorant or Fortnite, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm certainly playing Arc Raiders over these games. Crazy Llama in his cage. Never leave the Master Icy. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Appreciate you. Next up, guys, moving on. Parallel dropped their pilot blog. A new blog series with monthly updates on all game titles is now live. You can get caught up on the TCG, Colony, and Sanctuary. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Because people like want updates on the games. So like it's great to get a full ecosystem overview. So that's sick. I'm not gonna like look into it now, but congratulations. We love that. Also, their Parallel League Major number 3 has a qualifier this weekend, January 24th through the 25th. Live on stream. $75,000 prize pool. Is that for Prime League? I don't know. I'm confused. It's probably not for this like one event. If you're participating, make sure to check in by January 24th, 6 a.m. Eastern. Parallel League Discord for updates on card bans. Very cool. Very cool. Congratulations. Tune in. They usually live stream this on Twitch. So, you know, if you want to catch that this weekend, if you're looking for some gaming entertainment, tune in to Twitch and keep an eye out for Parallel League tournament. Last but not least, we got more Pachara, but really we're talking about the Doug Hype show premiering today. Doug Hype's brand new show, Hype TV. Look at that logo, dude. I love that logo. It's like MTV's logo, right? But we got Hype TV. And we just got like, let's just watch it. My guy went all out with the graphics.
Welcome to the Doug Hype Show. You're here. You're live. Hello, everybody out there in GigaChad land. I've collected the GigaChads, the people out there that we want to talk to, that we want to connect with.
I love the energy.
And we have one in the studio right now. And here is their intro.
GigaChad, crazy, dude. My guy cooked. He went all out.
Boom, Pachara's in the house.
All out for that intro. He went all out for his show. Hour and a half with Pachara. They did like karaoke. I think they played games. I think it was like kind of a variety show. Reverb said dancing Pachara made my day. Like, my guy, you know, I was so proud of him. He texted me afterwards. He's like, I don't know how you do a daily show. He's like, this show was like, took so much work. And I'm like, bro, I mean, you know, you cooked. Like, you have so much more production than like I have on my show. So congratulations to Dougie Hype launching his new show. If you guys have not watched it, go check it out. It's a good time. Doug cooked. Gentlemen, ladies, and gentlemen. You can't show me a kimono and Japanese sword and then show up in a sweater. The good news is I do think that they like put on their YGG jackets. Did they like do? I don't know what happened. At some
Where's
point,
it going to
they
go
like,
on the
put
front,
on their
the back,
jackets.
the side?
Let's do the front
Right there.
one.
And their
Still here
patches.
making content. And
So that's cool.
So-
I don't know why I'm imagining you having a mullet at this time.
That's going to do it for today's show, guys. Brought to you by YGG, Yield Guild Games, the best gaming guild in all of crypto gaming, soon to take over the entire gaming industry. And YGG Play, the game publisher of Gaming Daily, publishing incredible games like Giga Chad and the upcoming Chad token, and soon to be announced and released Waifu Sweeper. We got a great overview of the YGG ecosystem in this article from Cairo, but all you need to do is go to Yield Guild Games or YGG Play to stay up to date with everything that they are doing. We don't have many pillars of crypto gaming left that are really carrying and putting on for the industry and the space, but Yield Guild Games is certainly one of those ones. One of them ones. It's an honor and a pleasure to work with them. They've been so supportive, so understanding, so great. They literally put Web3 gaming on their back last year and carried us through a tumultuous year. And I do believe that YGG will carry us to the promised land. So big shout out, big thank you to Yield Guild Games and YGG Play for sponsoring Gaming Daily, making me able to pay my rent and afford medication when I get sick. but they're not alone. We have incredible sponsors like Sequence, B3, Soulforge Fusion, AI Rev, and of course the incredible support by you guys hanging out, pushing Web3 gaming forward, supporting me, giving me energy, giving me love, give me your feedback, your thoughts, your ideas in the comments. Llama, Ghost Cat, Sunshine, Doncharo, Ice and Dark, Vix Bob, Mick Light, Bootops, Apex, everyone that tunes into the show. Sam Stefanina has been watching a bunch lately. It's always really awesome to be able to spend some time with you guys, so I really appreciate you. We will be back tomorrow, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's what time it is for me in the US when I go live. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but same time, same Icy Gaming channel for the last show of the week to talk about what's going on tomorrow. Every single day we review 20 to 30 different headlines and news stories because a ton of things are happening in crypto gaming, and I take it upon myself to deliver it to you. But of course, if you can't make the show, you can always go to gamingdaily.gg, check out the news terminal, check out the calendar, stay up to date with what's happening in crypto gaming. I am on a mission to build the ultimate gaming dashboard for crypto gamers by crypto gamers. So guys, with that being said, and with no further ado, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. My camera's on. I was supposed to turn my camera off.
These are facts. And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
It's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties
I
box.
think God's next test for me should be, can he handle a ridiculous amount of money? Yeah, because I've handled heartbreak, I've handled patience. Now I'm ready to handle direct deposit blessings. My financial overflow. Yeah, miraculous tax brackets. Lord, please test me with wealth. I promise I won't switch up. I'll still say thank you after every transaction.